Okay, so in last video we end at we were just gonna go ahead do it. And over here is the formula. We just need to plug in all the information we find from the question. So X bar is equals to 12 books. So over here I have 12. And then the critical value T, again, according to what we did yesterday, since it is a 95% confidence interval, so your inside will be 95%. Okay, 95%, and each side will be 0.025. So this is our probability, and we're gonna find our degree of freedom, which is n-1. Our sample size, according to the question, is 1520. Minus 1 is 1519. So we're just gonna find 1519 and 0.25 on the table. So let me pull the table up. Where my table is, that's a question. Okay. Yes, you can see I'm trying to edit my video, but it doesn't work earlier. But anyway, so 0.025 is over here, and then we're gonna go down to 1519. So over here we do not have 1519, and we need to find something slightly smaller than that. So we find the last thing we have is 1.962. So this number you can also get from your calculator. You're gonna do interval T. Let's show you what is that. So you can also do INT, INV, T in your calculator, and then you type in 0.05, 0.025, and 1519. You will get a very similar result. It's 1.962. Okay, and then we're gonna plug in our rest of the information. Standard deviation we find in the question is 18, and then divided by your sample size 1520. Okay, again you're gonna put the whole thing in the calculator. You're gonna do the lower bound or upper bound first and do another. So let me do it in the decimal calculator for us. So let's do this. Okay, so 12 plus, I use calculator, decimal calculator, because I can show you, and I feel like it's very easy to use. I like it. Is that like a decimal calculator's commercial? 18 divided by radical 152. Okay. Oops. All right. So this is our upper bound, 12.9058. Okay. And our lower bound, I will just copy it and change it to minus. Lazy. Okay. 11.0941. Alright, so if I show you my screen, I already write it down. Oops. Okay, so our interval is 11.0941 to 12.90658. Okay, so this is our do part. So I will just go ahead, since we already figured out the result, I will just go ahead put it in my note, and we were gonna do the last step. Oh my god. Okay, so over here, I will just, in the do part, you need to repeat all the process, but I will just copy down my answer, since we already did it on the board. Okay, and the last step is conclude. For the conclude part, you just need to interpret your result. Okay, how to interpret your result? You will say we are how many percent? 95% confidence that the interval from 11.9041 to 12.9058 captures the true mean number of books read by all American adults in the last 2 months. Okay, lazy. I just copy and paste over here. So that's your conclude part. Okay. All right. So this is the everything about the first part. And for the do, I also want to show you how to use calculators for that, but we will deal with that later. Okay. Let's go ahead, read B and get B done. So B is saying, okay, where's my notes? Okay. B is saying in 2011, Pew reports that American adults read an average of 14 books in the previous 12 months. Does your interval from part A provide convincing evidence that 2016 mean is different than 14 books? So in our interval, we said the book number should be in between of 11 something to 12 something. So, and obviously this 14 is not inside your answer, inside your interval. So we do have the enough convincing evidence saying it's different than 14 books. So B, your answer will be yes, it does. It does because it's not inside of the interval. So key is in the next step, next page. You can like look at it. All right, so I will just don't want to take too long. I want to quickly explain to you how to do number 5. Then we're gonna go ahead, move to the calculator. Teach you how to use calculator. So number 5 is saying this time they didn't give you the mean, they didn't give you the standard deviation. Instead, they gave you a set of data. So over here, you need to put this set of data in your calculator first, use edit, and put the data in your list, and then you're gonna calculate the statistic for the one variable data. So how to do that? How to pull up your list will be, let me write some notes here. So how to write, put your list will be, you're gonna push stat and edit in your calculator. That's your list. And then if you want to calculate your interval, will be calculate your statistic, will be stat and calculate. Okay, so if you play with the data a little bit, it's very easy to put the data in and find your mean and standard deviation. Okay, and then we're gonna do the 4-step process the same as what we did before, and the answer key is here. It's not really hard to figure out what's going on here. So I don't want to repeat myself. So like over here, I will just gonna skip this question, and then let's move on to the calculator. I will show you how to use the calculator. So for the question. On the board, let me show you my screen. Okay, so for the question we just did, and in the calculator, what you're gonna do is you're gonna if you can pull up the calculator slide, which is 18, you can press stats. Okay, can you? All right, you can press stat. Oh, today's calculator screen is pretty good. You can press stat, you will get this screen, and then you're gonna narrow over test. So you're gonna go right, go to test, and you will see a T interval, and you're gonna go down to the T interval. Okay, Z interval, T interval, and you're gonna hit enter. Okay, and I already have a bunch of data here, and if you want to just enter the data, you can put your button to the data part, and your mean standard deviation, you just need to type in yourself. So for this one, the mean is 12, and then the standard deviation is 18, and sample size is 1520, and sea level is 0.95. So you will see I put everything here. Okay, ooh, line. Okay. So everything here, and then I hit calculate. And then they will give you the confidence interval. Okay. Again, if you want to use calculator to calculate that, I have no problem. But only thing to remind you is if you make one little mistake on the do part, they won't give you any points. So I will just use the calculator to check your answer. Okay. All right. So this is how you use calculator. And so example 5, when you pull up your data from your list, you can try this again. The data will automatically get in your calculator. If not, you need to select the stats button. If you have any question for that, you want me to go over it with you, please come to see me when my office hour or test me. I would love to go through one question with you together. All right, so I only went through one example with you, and I have some issues with my technology. So those videos has been separated to 2 parts. So I'm sorry about that. I will try better next time. And next time we're gonna figure out how to find the sample size, then we're officially end this chapter. And next chapter is about testing, which is very important, and me and also a lot of other AP Stats teachers think that definitely will be a question like in the test. In most of tests it does, but since this time I only have 2 questions, we're not sure. But again, it's very, very important. So we will spend next week, whole week, to deal with that. So hopefully we can figure that out in the test. All right, so this is today's session. If you have questions, please let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.